everyone. I am posting this video in response to the Make It Better Now project, and that is a response, and it's a thought bubble off of the It Gets Better project, which is a project advocating against bullying and tragedy in the LGBT community. And I actually have kind of a problem with that statement, and it's not the whole LGBT thing. It is, but it's not what that stands for. I feel like human equality is the most important thing ever. And that if we just saw each other as all equals and on the same plane of intelligence and respect, then like war would just disappear, or could just all listen to each other, and world peace would just bloom out of that idea. And I guess my problem is that because human equality is so important, we need to get rid of the whole LGBT title to things. Not forget it, not pretend that it doesn't exist, but just get rid of it, because it doesn't. Because by having a title like that, and every minority group has something like this, not just LGBT, but if every group like that got rid of that, it would be one step closer to equality. To say we're not advocating against LGBT bullying, we're advocating against bullying against humans. Because there's no difference. To say that we need to advocate against LGBT bullying implies something. It implies that straight people don't get bullied, or that straight people are the bulliers, and things like that. And it implies that every LGBT person in America is being bullied, which I don't think that's true either. I mean, I think every human has experienced the fear and the torment of being bullied. And I think that there shouldn't be the distinction. I've been reading a lot of articles lately about gay suicide, and I have to say suicide is very, very tragic and probably the saddest thing I can possibly think of. But what's gay suicide? I don't know what that is. I mean, what's a straight suicide then? I mean, there's no distinction. There shouldn't be a distinction. So I vote that we get rid of the distinctions and just say we are humans against bullying other humans. I think that if you are not affected by the harsh words of others, if you don't allow yourself to be affected, which I know can be hard sometimes, but then you have taken the power away from them. My mother came out when I went on my 16th birthday, and I remember in the weeks following, I would go to school, and when I would come home, my dad would be so concerned, and he'd be like, "Were you being bullied today because your mother's a lesbian?" I'd be like, "No, I wasn't being bullied." It's like, how can that be? How are people not bullying you? just thinking, like, I'm not really affected by the fact that my mother's a lesbian. I mean, it doesn't concern me. I mean, things are different because she divorced my father and she's not home anymore, but it doesn't affect me the fact that she's now with a woman. And I don't know why people didn't bully me when that happened, but I like to think that it's because it wasn't my concern, therefore it wasn't anyone else's concern. Not saying that if somebody isn't concerned with themselves, they're not going to get bullied. But you have to be proud of who you are. You have to be proud of your friends and your relatives, no matter who they are. I guess that's all I have to say. It gets better, trust me. I mean, I'm not LGBT or any other real sort of minority, but I'm happy. I don't really get bullied. Once you get into your vibe and once you get into college and into the real world and you are with other people who enjoy the same things as you do, bullying disperses. I mean, I'm a theater major and I surround myself with theater people. What do they have to bully me about? So don't worry. I hope this helped.